being able to do a full exec with just yourself. You know, people run like Breach, Neon, all these agents, right? But being able to have a character to cover a lot of the site just with their 4 stars is super, super powerful. And yeah, like it's really insane. Post plant meta, you know, you have the Brim Molly, boom, you Molly off default. They can't stick the bomb. You'll usually have a Raze. Maybe you'll have a Viper sometimes. So you have Viper Molly, Raze nade that Brim Molly, and boom, that's it. You delay a little bit with those 20-second smokes like I mentioned before. They have to wait. If they don't wait for those smokes, they flood in, but you have the Molly to counter. And if they're waiting, you play the post plant, and yeah, you win. That's really it when it comes to the Molly. It is literally just do whatever you want. Come in here, you smoke, boom, and that is it. Once you drop these smokes, you are now let loose. You can do whatever you want. Get the kills. You are only doing this, playing this agent if you are killing people. If you are not killing people, please do not play it. Hey guys, I'm Rossy from Team Envy. I'm with ZOWIE Esports Academy, and I'm gonna show you how to play the perfect controller. For me, the biggest reason why Astra and Omen are the dominant controllers in this game is for one reason and one reason only. It is the rechargeable smokes. So if I take off any infinite abilities, as you can see, they have a timer, 35 seconds. So as long as you're not dumping the smokes right away, which no one really does, look, this smoke will last, come down. All right, I wasted my 1 smoke. You wait a little bit. Now you have your next smoke. And then it's the same thing with Omen, and that is why they're super dominant. Because of the rechargeable smokes, something like Clove has rechargeable smokes, but the timer is too high. And Brim obviously does not have rechargeable smokes, and that's what makes it very hard to use sometimes. And that's why Omen and Astra will always be super high in meta because of this. Like, this is all about utility in this game, and being able to have stars for a stun, suck, all these things are super value, specifically on Haven. Being able to condition these stars for a lobby control, you can smoke, stun, suck to make the life harder. And this is all while being full global, being able to be on the other side of the map and be able to support your teammates is very, very strong. You can't paranoia from the other side of the map, but you can stun and smoke and suck from them from this range, which is very nice. You can't really be super aggressive Astra. No one's coming in and no one's coming into the game and doing like this because it just doesn't really make sense. Like pullback, smoke, stun, or whatever. This is like super unoptimal and just like very bad for team play. That would be the issue. But you lose that flexibility when it comes to being aggressive, and you gain something else. And respect what I was saying, the stun and suck ability is super helpful. Being able to do a full exec with just yourself. You know, people run like Breach, Neon, all these agents, right? But being able to have a character to cover a lot of the site just with their 4 stars is super, super powerful. And yeah, like it's really insane. Reason why Brim is such a popular and honestly meta pick on Bind is because there is no mid. As you can see, there's only 4 lanes to the map. There's short, showers, hookah, and long B. And since having these things, you do not need to condition the smokes as much, and also you can play super, super fast and aggressive. You'll see a lot of teams, they will use 1 smoke to condition. For example, they use a Fade Dog or a Sky Flash to clear here, block the long B line, and once they block 1 lane, they can come back. They go back to A, go back to B, doesn't really matter. And they will drop these 2 smokes. You'll see variations of these smokes that will block the whole thing. Obviously, there is a little bit of gap to watch Heaven here and there, but people are aware of that. But there is not too many things that necessarily need to be smoked or in condition. And these smokes last 20 seconds. They are very long smokes, so when you're execing, you have a lot of time to counter the delay, and overall just take your time or delay them in general. Just being able to have that versatility of, hey, we can play slow with the condition these smokes, or we want to go hit the site, boom, we're going to smoke up all 3 and we're just going to go. You'll see teams go like this on the A bomb site.
Fully smoked.
You don't need to be exposed to Heaven. Just use block top truck. Now everything is blocked. Oh, you want to do deep smokes and you're worried about showers? Boom, we're smoking on spawn, Heaven, and showers. Bam, there you go. Now everything's blocked, and you have that for 20 seconds, and you have a lot of protection for a while, and it comes down fast, instantly. And for B, obviously the standard elbow and spawn smokes are going to be used. But also you can have these switch up where you'll see teams drop these smokes as well. Just because of how small the bomb sites are, like especially B, and there's only these tight chokes, the brim smokes dominate because there's not really big gaps. There's a bunch of small cut angles, and the brim smokes are a little smaller, but they do last longer, and that is why it's super strong. Another reason why brim is so powerful, especially on a map like Bind, is like I said, I talked to you about the tight chokes. Hey, you come in here, hey, there's a guy in this corner, there's a guy in the corner. All right, look, we're gonna molly this guy. This molly is super, super strong on the attack and defense side. It is, you can use it, you can have Brimstone lineups to smoke out to molly here. You can clear corners, since there is a lot of corners. You can stop the flood, because this map is, people are gonna be flooding a lot, you know, they're trying to beat these smokes. Boom, now you have another 8-second molly that's gonna stop people from flooding in, clearing corners. And yeah, it's like really, really strong. Lastly, the use of the molly is you'll see a lot, because this is how the map is played. Post-plant meta, you know, you have the brim molly, boom, you molly off default. They can't stick the bomb. You'll usually have a raise. Maybe you'll have a viper sometimes. So you have viper molly, raise, nade that brim molly, and boom, that's it. You delay a little bit with those 20-second smokes, like I mentioned before. They have to wait. If they don't wait for those smokes, they flood in. But you have the molly to counter. And if they're waiting, you play the post plant, and yeah, you win. That's really it when it comes to the molly. The reason why Brim is super good on defense, and especially now because of the new update, as you can see before, people play U-Haul a lot. You can actually squeeze in right here and smoke long now. And you can see the smoke, there's a little gap in it, but you can actually smoke long if you do it properly, and that helps a lot. Being able to smoke, the whole issue with Brim is that you couldn't smoke the whole thing, but now you can actually smoke basically the entire map. Hookah, short, and showers now, and long. And being able to help your teammates, which makes it even a stronger pick now than it was before. The stim, being able to, hey guys, they're rotating, they're coming into B, you have the stim to rotate faster. The smoke's coming in an instant, right? There's no delay when it comes to that. So being able to help your teammate on the fly and being able to do it instantly is really powerful for them. Having cross-map lineups to just molly for your team and delay the bomb as well. This coming across the map, mollying whatever that you like. It's super good for your team. Being able to stop a rush, completely blocking the area. Lastly, the ult. For me, the Brim ult is super, super powerful in this map. It clears out so many key areas. As like I said before, there's only 4 places. There's long, hookah, shower, short A. And being able to just completely deny an area with your Brim ult, just one Brim ult, just kind of guarantees you a round. When it comes to the ult on defense, there is a lot of traps you can do with it. You can bait them in. Okay, hey, you block showers, right? Now they're in showers, guys, right? Now they're in showers. Oh, look. Now my one Brim ult is gonna hit the whole area. They're gonna be either before it's backed out of showers. And since the ult is so big, and you can do it from anywhere, helping out your teammates. Oh, guys, they're execing long. Brim ults for them. In hookah, there's a lot of areas like, hey, they're hookah popping. This is a really great ult because it forces them to go either forward or back. It goes forward or back, and that's more delay. Now, moving on to Fracture for Brim, which is another really fun map, honestly, I'd say, and one of my favorites. Brim, as you can see, there'll be a kind of a common theme here for Brimstone of why it gets picked on certain maps. As you can see, once again, there's 4 lanes, a little more, you know, you can go through the door, there's a little more things, but there's 4 lanes on the map. And once again, no mid. CT spawn is the technical mid, but obviously can't default anything towards mid. So that is why it is picked on Fracture. Going towards the A site, it is almost a must to be able to have Brimstone go towards A, just because, once again, he is the only smoker who can smoke off all 3 areas. They can come rafter, they can be dropped, they can be spawned, and being able to smoke all of these is why he's a must pick. This is super necessary. It's not even like a luxury, this is a necessary thing. If you do not have this, you can literally not play the map. I recommend, pro tip, I don't know if I should be sharing this, Maybe teams know, maybe teams don't know. But this is the best way to smoke if you go out drop, because you have a little bit of protection right here. As you can see, this is an area that you can't fully cover, but you have a little bit of protection and you're able to go out. If you do not do that, and you throw the regular smokes on the ground, there will be a gap, as you can see even with this. You can see there's a gap here and here over the top. So this guy playing tower will absolutely annihilate you. So do the smokes like that if you don't want to get farmed and look like a good player. Last thing when it comes to attacking, like I said, it's the same thing. The ult, you'll see. The ult completely annihilates areas that are power positions. You want to play tower? Okay, I'm going to Brim ult it. I'm going to force you to peek arcade into my teammates. Right? Like, this is super good. You can't play in the tower against the Brim ult. Oh, you're retaking from Gen you're retaking from generator. All right, guys. Yo, guys, I'm gonna Brim ult Gen. This whole thing, people are usually playing this corner and they get absolutely annihilated. Same thing for A. Yo, guys, they're on the A site. Okay, guys, I'm Brim ulting the whole site. This guy can only play one corner and he will die every time. Super good. On this map, people play breach a lot to being able to trap. You'll see, oh, guys, they're in main. Stun this for me. They stun the whole line. What is the common reaction? People will always move back when they're stunned to safety. You have the little combo, you Brim ult, and you see sometimes people get 5 kills in this Brim ult. Genuinely. Super, super good. Lastly, to the agent that is in every single ranked game and thinks they're gonna hard carry the game, Clove. For me, I'm a very big fan of this character, actually. I think it's a super underrated character. You don't see it a lot in pro play unless you're Kane Zera. And yeah, I mean, honestly, for good reason, it is super, super selfish agent. You have 2 smokes for your team. The cooldown is very high now. It is the same thing as Brim, but it's 5 seconds extra. You will drop 1 smoke, and these smokes, I believe, last only like 14 seconds, I believe, something like that. So it's super low timer. And yeah, it's very difficult to get a lot of value, but I'm not here to tell you why it's bad. I'm here to tell you why it's good, and I'm gonna tell you why it's good. For maps like Bind, where people are delaying the bomb a lot, all these things like that, Clove is the only character that can smoke while dead, and it is super valuable. Since you can be able to take aggressive fights, stay alive, and still die and get value from being able to smoke for your teammates, smoke the bomb for the defuse. All these things is really, really powerful. This is really, really powerful. Obviously, the vulnerable is okay, and the heal is money. Obviously, you want to be able to refight more and more. You don't see a lot of pro play just because it doesn't really have, like Omen has the paranoia, Brim has the molly. Clove doesn't really have that. All it has is just being able to smoke the bomb while dead, and the vulnerable sometimes. You know, sometimes you can do like nice little combo plays. You know, hey guys, they're U-Haul. You know, throw a vulnerable right here, raise nade. That's gonna kill them. It's kind of like a fade tether when it comes to that. That's really nice. But for me, I think the reason why Clove is super good, like besides the dead smokes, is actually the ult. Being able to have this ult where if you know how to use it properly, being able to just contact a lot, because if you have a really good aimer, for example, like someone like Kane Zera or like an Alpha Air played this on Fnatic, being able to contact up, let the guy take the fights, and he's confident already just because he has the ult and he's already an insane aimer. They're just going to win the round, just contacting around and killing you. And they're going to be being able to save the ult. Okay, if they don't kill you, guess what? Now they pop their ult and they're going to be running you down with their teammates and taking all that space back and still being able to smoke for you. It is literally just do whatever you want. Come in here, you smoke, boom, and that is it. Once you drop these smokes, you are now let loose. You can do whatever you want. Get the kills. You are only doing this, playing this agent, if you are killing people. If you are not killing people, please do not play it. Thank you guys for tuning in to the ZOWIE Esports Academy. I hope you guys picked up some great tips. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to let us know in the comments what you would like to learn in the future so we can make it into a video. And remember, always strive for perfection.